Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Universe Mode here on WWE 2k22. It's the go-home edition of Raw before the pay-per-view Backlash this Sunday, which will actually be posted this Sunday. And we have a big night ahead of us, including Bobby Lashley is going to call out the Tribal Chief and WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns here tonight, so that'll be interesting. But let's look at the rest of the card in terms of action. First off, it'll be LA Knight going one-on-one against T-Bar. Reggie will face Veer Mahan, and it'll be a tough encounter for him. Liv Morgan goes one-on-one against Sasha Banks. These two teams have a women's tag team championship opportunity in the near future. The Miz is going to take on Randy Orton in a big-time affair. And then we will see Becky Lynch get a tune-up against Nikki ASH. Becky Lynch challenging for the Raw Women's Championship this Sunday. A big six-man tag team action in terms of all six superstars will be competing for the United States Championship come Backlash. In the main event, Cody Rhodes goes up against a mystery opponent that Seth Rollins will name once Cody's in the ring. LA Knight beats T-Bar. Veer Mahan gets the easy win over Reggie. Sasha Banks victorious over Liv Morgan. The Miz beats Randy Orton. That is a big-time win for The Miz, who's been on a roll recently. And next up, Becky Lynch goes one-on-one against Nikki ASH. As we jump into the action, Becky Lynch making her way to the ring. The former Raw Women's Champion, who has been a mess since losing that title. We saw her last week attack Bianca Belair following her victory with a kendo stick, and Becky Lynch has been hell-bent on regaining that Raw Women's Championship. The first time she has been pinned for a championship in over 2 years, so a very impressive run for Becky Lynch, a six-time Women's Champion looking to get that title back this Sunday, but you can't overlook her opponent. Yes, she is the man. Yes, she is big-time Becky Lynch, but she has a task in front of her tonight in the form of Nikki ASH, which if you do look past the almost a superhero, you could wind up with defeat. And here comes Nikki ASH. She will be flanked by Doudrop here tonight. They formed somewhat of a connection in recent weeks. We haven't seen them really compete fully as a tag team just yet. I think they have one match to their resume, which was a loss a couple weeks ago. But Nikki ASH will be competing one-on-one here tonight against the former Raw Women's Champion. Nikki ASH, a former Raw Women's Champion of her own, was actually a Money in the Bank winner just last year. So Nikki ASH has the credentials. She has the singles resume builders in terms of those two accolades. So somebody you don't want to take lightly. Yes, it has been a very up and down couple of months for Nikki ASH. The fans haven't really been pleased with her recent behavior, but in her eyes, she is doing what is right by her. But both superstars are in the ring. We get ready for the night. Becky Lynch goes one-on-one against Nikki ASH, and the bell has sounded. Here we go. Both superstars in the center of the ring. Becky Lynch starts off fast first and knocks out Nikki ASH with a clothesline. Talked about Becky recently, been on top of the division, left to become a mom, picked up right where she left off, and it wasn't until Bianca Belair beat her at WrestleMania did Becky Lynch finally suffer a defeat. So it'll be very interesting to see how Becky Lynch rebounds. She hasn't tasted many high-profile defeats in the past few years, so it's a time to learn what Becky Lynch is really made of. As Nikki ASH now has a couple of shots, Becky Lynch will move out of the way, but here is a neck breaker by the almost a superhero. Like we talked about, ASH and Doudrop have formed some sort of connection. We'll have to see if they go after the Women's Tag Team Championships in the near future, as Becky Lynch dodging all of Nikki ASH's kicks before she finally connects with a drop kick off the second turnbuckle. But we saw them lose recently. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are in line for the next Women's Tag Team Championship opportunity, but after them, it's kind of wide open. The division's going through a change. There's a lot of new teams being formed. We've seen some teams break up, like Carmella and Queen Zelina are no longer a thing, while on SmackDown it seems like Natalya and Shayna Baszler have gone their separate ways. So it's very wide open. Anybody can kind of jump in and kind of get a spot in terms of the Women's Tag Team division. So we'll have to see where that division goes in the next few weeks as Becky Lynch locks in a submission here on Nikki ASH right in the center of the ring. Not much where to go in terms of ASH, but Becky Lynch will give up the hold. Gets Nikki back to her feet, ties her up, going to whip her into the rope. She'll actually go over and tumble to the floor. Becky, though, has got to be careful. Doudrop is out there to watch the back of Nikki. But it seems like Becky Lynch is more than content just to kind of let her get to her feet, regroup a little bit, and Nikki ASH will join her back in the ring. Shot to the midsection. Another shot to the midsection. Nikki ASH, a couple of punches here, getting something going. Is this enough to get Becky Lynch rocked? And Becky Lynch will meet her and will whip her around. Has her and drops her down into the mat. Becky Lynch contains control. Goes for the cover here. Is this enough to put away the almost a superhero? No, only a kick out at 1. So this would be a big win for Nikki ASH. If she beats Becky Lynch, you'd think that, you know, a Raw Women's Championship opportunity would be in line for Nikki ASH. Speaking of Raw Women's Champions, Bianca Belair not here tonight, just recovering off of that kendo stick beating after her successful title defense last week. As you know, she's been given the night off, she's been given the week to rest in terms for her upcoming title defense against Becky Lynch, which will be this Sunday. I mentioned it at the top of the show, but Backlash will be happening this Sunday. You don't want to miss it. Our very first pay-per-view here on the channel here in Universe Mode. I'd look to see you guys then. Nikki ASH fighting out of the hole. Now gets a crossbody on Becky. Doesn't go for the cover. Now she does. Might have wasted a couple of moments. This is enough to put away Becky, though. Gets a 2, but Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. Nikki ASH still holding control. Got to see what she can do. Got to continue the pressure. This is what she's going to do. She's going to go to the top turnbuckle. Becky Lynch gets back to her feet and misses wildly. Looks like both superstars missed. Nikki ASH missed the crossbody. Becky Lynch missed the shot into the turnbuckle. And now has her up for a manhandle slam. Connects with a manhandle slam. Is that enough to put away Nikki ASH? Gets 1, 2, and Nikki barely kicks out. I don't know how she kicked out of the manhandle slam, but Becky Lynch is thinking about something else. Nikki back to her feet. I think Becky's going to look forward again. She wraps up Nikki. Just still a little fight, though. Not sure how much Nikki ASH has left in the tank, but Becky's going to whip her into the far turnbuckle. Lynch, what's she have in store? She's going to hang her upside down in the Tree of Woe. All the blood rushing to the head of Nikki ASH and just driving the boot into the face. Oh, that was a pretty nasty shot. Becky Lynch goes for the cover now. 1, 2, and it is enough. Becky Lynch picks up the win over Nikki ASH, who I don't think fully recovered after the manhandle slam. And Becky Lynch goes into Backlash victorious, looking to regain that Raw Women's Championship. Well, next up, we have a huge 6-man tag team match between all 6 superstars who will be involved in the United States Championship match this Sunday at Backlash. These 6 superstars have seen their stories intertwine in recent weeks as AJ Styles makes his way to the ring first. AJ Styles, a former multi-time world champion, former United States champion in his own right. And he's had his issues with Edge and Damian Priest, who we hear are calling themselves Judgment Day. It's just Judgment Day. I don't know about no "the" in front of it, but we're just going to call it Judgment Day is what they want to be called. So AJ Styles, he's had his troubles with him, you know, dating back before WrestleMania. Him and Edge were on opposite sides. Edge wanted to bring out the pit bull in AJ, but unfortunately for AJ, he didn't think that Edge would tag along a member in Damian Priest, as will also be in that championship encounter. So, seen some stories intertwined, and now AJ Styles has a chance at the United States Championship. One of his tag team partners tonight is one of Raw's newest superstars, and it is Ciampa, a former 2-time NXT champion, who was the heart and soul, the blood, the backbone, whatever you want to call him, of the Black and Gold brand before being called up here to Monday Night Raw. And we've seen him have his issues with Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, the Dirty Dogs. And ever since they invaded NXT back earlier this year in February, Ciampa wanted to defend his home turf. Well, now Ciampa is on Raw, so you could kind of say the tables have flipped. You know, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are the mainstays here. Maybe they're trying to defend their home turf against Ciampa. Ciampa does hold victories over Ziggler and Roode, but the Dirty Dogs just could not let that go. I think Ciampa was ready to move on to bigger things here on Raw, but the Dirty Dogs continued to attack Ciampa, including a match a couple weeks ago. And now Ciampa has a chance in his first pay-per-view match here on the main roster to fight for the United States Championship. Goldie is what he used to call NXT Championship. Well, maybe the United States Championship will be the new Goldie. Ciampa has been looking very good here in recent weeks. We've seen him a lot. And he'll have to beat 5 other superstars come this Sunday if he wants to gain the United States Championship. Now, the third member of this team is the former United States Champion in Finn Balor, who lost his title a couple weeks ago, the Prince, in a match that he didn't really know was going to happen. If you remember, Finn Balor was set 2 weeks ago to defend his United States Championship against Damian Priest in a rematch from the man that Finn Balor beat for that title. Well, Priest was attacked backstage by AJ Styles, and Vince McMahon himself made the call that there still will be a championship defense. And who was Finn Balor's opponent? It was none other than his protege in Austin Theory, now known as just Theory, who beat Finn Balor for the championship. So Finn Balor, you could say, didn't have time to prepare. You know, Theory and Priest, while two very good competitors, are two completely different superstars. So if you plan for Priest and you get Theory, the same game plan is not going to work. And I think Finn Balor was the victim of unfortunate circumstances. You know, he didn't know AJ Styles was going to attack Damian Priest in the locker room, in the backstage. And he didn't know he was going to defend his title against Theory. So, unfortunately for him, though, he walked away unsuccessful, lost his championship, has a chance now at Backlash to regain that title, despite not getting a one-on-one rematch. There will be 4 others with Theory who we have to compete against. But I think Finn Balor is up to the challenge. He's been to the mountaintop before, and he might be able to do it again this Sunday. Now here come the members of the other team. Here comes Dolph Ziggler, the former NXT champion, who was the champion as of a couple weeks ago, has lost that title back to Braun Breaker on the first NXT after WrestleMania. But Dolph Ziggler has continued to make Ciampa's life terrible here on Raw. No Robert Roode by his side here tonight, but Dolph Ziggler with a chance to go and grab the United States Championship once again. Now, he's not going to get an NXT Championship rematch, so they thought he deserved a United States Championship rematch. Now, if you think he deserves a rematch or not, that's up to you, as he's lost pretty cleanly to Braun Breaker. He's lost to Ciampa here on Raw and could not let that go. He's continued to attack Ciampa, and that is where his story has brought him to on this match come Sunday. The next superstar making his way to the ring is Damian Priest, another former United States champion who had a very good reign as champion dating back to last summer when he won the title from Sheamus. He carried the title up until February, where he lost it to Finn Balor, and that's when he snapped. You know, we saw Priest's dark side start to come out in recent months. Well, when he lost his championship, everything snapped. Priest embraced the dark side, and at WrestleMania, he allied himself with none other than the Hall of Famer Edge, and they form Judgment Day, as Damian Priest has been the Punisher, as Edge calls it, for the group, and he's continued to punish AJ Styles as they've continued to have their separate paths, as Priest gets another chance to bring home the United States Championship. But speaking of the championship, last but certainly not least is the champion himself. Theory, as he likes to be known now, makes his way to the ring. The new United States champion who won that title 2 weeks ago over Finn Balor. Mr. Man's protege, you could say, was put in that spot favorably. Well, he doesn't really have a favorable match come this Sunday. I'm very surprised, actually, that he's having to defend his title against 5 other superstars. But, you know, Theory is a diamond. Like the old saying goes, sometimes diamonds are formed under pressure. You got to see what they're made of. And Theory will have that chance come Sunday when he puts the title against 5 men who have made their way to the ring. If Theory can walk out of that match still your United States champion, well, then maybe he is the legit superstar of the future after all, as Theory holds the United States Championship. So all the superstars now are ready to go. 6-man action. It looks like it'll be AJ Styles starting off against Dolph Ziggler. This one will be a chaotic affair as all 6 superstars, no fans of each other, as AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler, they have themselves a little bit of history dating back to their days on SmackDown, AJ's early days of the WWE. 2 of the best in-ring performers, 2 of the workhorses, you could say, here of the WWE, starting it off as Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles fighting for control. As here's a leg sweep by Dolph Ziggler, and it'll be him getting the early advantage. Ziggler will make a quick tag to his corner, and here comes Damian Priest. You have to think he wanted a piece of AJ Styles. Now, Priest did lose a couple weeks ago to AJ Styles here on Raw, and we've seen the attacks backstage. These 2 superstars, whenever they see each other, they cannot let them go. They have to assault one another. It's led to the backstage attacks. It's led to matches here on Raw as AJ Styles wants another piece of Edge. We have not seen Edge since WrestleMania. He has been biding his time, just calculating Judgment Day's next move. But AJ Styles wants that next crack at Edge. He wants a rematch. And I think he's earned it. He's beaten Damian Priest, as now he gets the upper hand on him here again. Insecurity knocks down the former United States champion. AJ Styles stomping away. Now he's going to go to his corner. He's going to make his tag to Ciampa, the newest member here on Raw. I'm super excited to see what Ciampa is going to bring to the table. We've seen him pick up a couple of singles wins against the Dirty Dogs, and I think a United States Championship opportunity could be in the future, as now Dolph Ziggler wants a tag. He wants back in. He wants a piece of Ciampa, and these 2 are why they've become intertwined. Ciampa had a match against Theory a couple weeks ago. Hold up cover, though, by Ziggler. Gets a 1 count before kicking out. Ciampa had a match against Theory a couple weeks ago on Raw, and Ziggler interfered in that matchup, made his presence known as he gets a nice German suplex on Ciampa. He makes a tag now to the United States champion. First time seeing Theory here tonight as he battles it out with Ciampa. He's going to whip Ciampa over the ropes. That's dangerous territory, as that's why a cheap shot by Ziggler. You knew it was going to happen. Ziggler couldn't keep his hands to himself. Thought about jumping on Ciampa as the ref begins his count. Theory, though, is going to throw him back in the ring. He's going to take his time getting into the ring, which might have been costly. Yes, he does. It results in a tag from Finn Balor. And now these 2 superstars going at each other. I think Finn Balor wanted a piece of Theory. As Balor not going to get that one-on-one rematch for the United States Championship, but he will have a chance to gain it back as a nice powerbomb there by Theory. Drops Finn Balor to the canvas. And now poses over the former United States Champion. Now, Finn Balor, he will have time to prepare this Sunday. I don't know how easy it'll be to prepare for a 6-pack challenge, but he will know his opponents ahead of time, so no excuses this time for Finn Balor in regards to that, as he gets a nice suplex on Dolph Ziggler, the former NXT champion. Looks like Finn Balor gaining control, now going to make his way to his own team, make another tag to AJ Styles, and the 2 superstars who started off the match are now back in. AJ Styles dumps Ziggler over and drops him down to the mat, as it looks like his team taking control now. Hits a nice moonsault off of the second rope, goes for the cover and gets 2 and kicks out at 2.5. So far, back and forth contest. All the superstars, everybody's gotten in the ring so far. As now AJ Styles looking for a calf crusher on Ziggler. Will Ziggler tap? He's in the center of the ring. Not much for him to go, as this is putting a lot of pressure on the leg, but Ziggler does fight out. Elbow to the spine of AJ Styles. A hard right hand that knocks down the phenomenal one. Ziggler makes a tag to Theory. The United States champion re-enters the fray. AJ Styles will meet him. Goes from behind and delivers a knee right to the spine of the champion. And Theory now getting ground and pounded by AJ Styles. Hard right hand shots to the face of the champion, and now a kick to the back for good measure. Now, if I'm Theory, I'm thinking about this matchup. I'm thinking I don't really want to get involved in this one too much. You know, I got to defend my title against these 5 superstars come Sunday. So, yes, I would like to win this match, but I might let my teammates do a lot of the work and see if I can slide in. I'm pretty sure that thought's going through the mind of Theory, as now Ciampa is the legal man. I'd like to see these 2 superstars battle again in a rematch sometime down the line. Ciampa and Theory, I think, could be a very good matchup here on the Raw roster, as Ciampa poses over Theory and continues to work away on the champion. kick to the midsection. Ciampa gets him up and delivers the knees into the back. Theory, I think, needs to make a tag, and needs to make a tag quickly. He is back to his feet, though, and he does take Ciampa off his, so maybe I spoke too soon. Theory now will whip Ciampa into the corner, clothesline, whips him away. He's now going to hit that springboard neck breaker. Nice, beautiful combination by the champion. Now goes in for the cover, gets 1, 2, and AJ Styles will break up the pin, keep the match alive. And Priest in the ring as well. Theory is going to deliver a move, it looks like, to Styles, drive him down in a package. He's not the legal man, so no pin combination. As Styles rolls out of the ring, Damian Priest will oblige as well. Now Theory has Ciampa up, another powerbomb in the corner, drives the Blackheart into the canvas. Now Theory whips him into his own turnbuckle, maybe looking for a tag here. He does, makes it to Ziggler. And Ziggler, a little bit of tandem offense here, hit a couple of double axe handles into that left arm. Missed on a super kick, though, and Ciampa will connect with a German suplex. Ciampa now in control, looking to put Ziggler away. Now he's going to try to drive him to his own corner, but Ziggler will fight out of it. He backs Ciampa up. Misses with the right hand. He's going to put Ciampa over the rope. Priest is there, but Ziggler will hang him up on the top rope, and Ciampa will go to the outside. Theory off of the apron. Looks like he wants to get in on the action, but Styles is there as well, and this one's starting to break down. 5 of the superstars in the corner, and Ziggler has AJ and puts him head first into the guardrail. Remember, Ziggler and Ciampa are still the legal superstars here, but Ciampa delivers a German suplex to Austin Theory, Theory. As all is breaking down here on the outside. Now Ciampa and Ziggler finally re-engage. Referees count, though, up to 5. You got to be careful here of a count out. But it seems like Ciampa just wants to continue to work away on Ziggler. Now it delivers a shot to Damian Priest, as Ciampa wants to say, hey, I'm not afraid to throw it down. But Priest, though, counters. Shot to Ciampa. Ziggler went for another right, missed. And now Ciampa with the neck breaker drives Ziggler head first into the mat. Might be trying to set him up now, but Priest gets the tag. Ziggler fortunate to be in his own corner, as now Priest and Ciampa are legal man, and there's that south of heaven choke slam by the big man. Ciampa is in trouble. Priest in for the pin. Those Styles to break it up once more and to keep the match alive as he goes back to his corner. Now Ciampa, that might have been the lifeline he needs. He has Priest up, delivers him down, head first into the mat. Ciampa rolls him over, looking for a cover here. Was that enough? But Priest boots underneath the ropes. Now Priest back to his feet. Might have been thinking a tag there, but Priest very wisely throws him in his own corner. And now Ciampa's got to make it across the ring. He has Priest, though. Gonna get him up with a knee right to the face. Priest goes down. Ciampa wants to continue the offense. Now looking for the fairy tale ending, and he connects on Priest into the cover. Ref in to make the count. 2, and no. Priest kicks out at 2.5. I thought that was it. Styles was in to run protection, but Priest kicked out. Priest, though, in all sorts of trouble. Finn Balor now back in the ring. These two superstars have a little bit of issues of their own. Balor will drive him into the corner. Remember, it was Priest who attacked Balor viciously after losing the United States Championship. And Balor, hasn't forgot. Drives Priest into the corner. Goes now for the cover. Ziggler, though, will break that pin up. And the match will continue. Balor now looking to go after Ziggler, who will get out of the ring. So Balor turns his attention back to the legal man. Gets him back to his feet. Look for a discus clothesline, but Priest will connect with a shot to the midsection. Now has him up. And he's going to drive his knee right into the back of the neck of Balor. A big-time shot by Priest, who makes the tag now to Ziggler. And Ziggler looking to pick up the pieces. Balor, though, meets him with a code breaker. That drives Ziggler back to the mat. Now Balor looks to regain control as he goes for the pin on one half of the Dirty Dogs. Gets 2, and Ziggler kicks out. And the match will continue. Balor back to his corner. Maybe thought about a tag. I don't think AJ was quite ready for a tag. I think Balor wanted Styles back in the ring. Ziggler, though, looking to make him pay for the little bit of a miscue. Will drive him to his own corner. Head first into the turnbuckle. And here comes Damian Priest again. Haven't seen a lot of Theory recently. I think he might have took my advice as to letting Priest and Ziggler do a lot of the offense. As now there is Another move, the Reckoning by Priest into Balor, into the mat. Goes for the cover. This could be it, too. But Styles there again to break up the pin. And the match will continue. I thought Priest was going to have it there with the Reckoning. I think Styles thought, too. Balor has not moved since. And now Theory gets back in on the action. United States Champion looking to pick up the pieces. But a Pele kick right to the face. Balor now for the pin and the win on the champ, but Theory kicks out at 1. Still a pretty fresh competitor in this matchup. There's another combination move by Balor, who looks to gain his momentum back. He's going to go to the top rope now. Is he thinking coup de grace? He is, and he connects. Coup de grace to the champion into the cover. 1, 2, and Theory kicks out at 2. The match will continue. Theory kicks out of the coup de grace and keeps it alive for his team. That would have been a huge pin by Balor on the champion. And now looks to work him in on the corner again. Shot to the throat. Theory drops to his butt. Now Balor will lift him up out of the corner again. And Balor continues the offense. He's going to make a tag to Styles. Styles now goes for Theory, looking to maybe set him up for that Styles clash. And goes for the kick, but no, Theory will counter. He's going to grab it. Styles, though, does connect with an enziguri. So nice audible by Styles to still connect with the maneuver. Now the combination offense, back fist. There's the clothesline. That's going to knock Theory off his feet. Styles now thinking phenomenal forearm. He's saying this is it. Theory, though, a little far away from the ring, so Styles will have to readjust. As he waits for Theory to get back to his feet, knocks him back down. Now makes a tag to Balor. Balor, has he recovered from the Reckoning earlier? Theory, though, meets him. Connects with a kick to the guts. Now has him up, and he floats him over and connects with his move. Balor now in trouble, goes for the pin. Theory gets 2, and that is it. Austin Theory with a huge win for his team in tonight's 6-man tag team action. Styles, I don't think, should have made the tag to Balor. Styles was rolling, and he decided to tag in Balor, who I think was still trying to recover after that Reckoning from a few moments ago. He was prone to the move by Theory, who connects with the ATL and picks up the victory. Big time win for this team. Theory with a huge pin, and he has momentum going into this Sunday. Will that be the outcome, or will we crown a new United States champion? We'll find out come Backlash. Well, now it's time for our main event of the evening, and here comes the first competitor to the ring, the only one we know so far, and it's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as he makes his way to the ring not knowing his opponent for tonight. Cody Rhodes, at WrestleMania, we know, made his return to WWE. He was a surprise opponent for Seth Freakin Rollins, ended up winning that match, and tonight the shoe is on the other foot. Cody Rhodes has agreed to make his way to the ring first, not knowing who his opponent is, and Seth Rollins gets to pick it. Now, this is very interesting because I am not sure of many people who Seth Rollins is actually a friend of in the backstage, so no idea as to who could make this challenge and who will step up to face Cody Rhodes. Remember, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will compete at Backlash in a 2 out of 3 falls match this Sunday. This is the final test for Cody Rhodes, and just to kind of get him ready for that match. And need to win 2 pinfalls or submissions to win the match. So Cody Rhodes awaits his opponent, and how about this? We haven't seen this man since 2018. Jason Jordan makes his way to the ring. Oh, what a surprise this is. Jason Jordan is the former Tag Team Championship partner with Seth Freakin Rollins back 4 years ago since this man competed in a WWE ring. Oh, it's great to see Jason Jordan back. He works backstage as a producer. Unfortunately, he suffered a neck injury that halted his in-ring career, but he has been cleared to compete for this match tonight. And what a match he has in front of him. He gets to face off against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Ooh, I'm now excited for this one. This is your main event of the evening. It's Cody Rhodes versus Jason Jordan one-on-one. Didn't think we'd see this match tonight. And here we go. The bell has rang, and both competitors in the middle of the ring. It's Jason Jordan getting the upper hand, rocks Cody with a right. Well, just like at WrestleMania, I don't think Cody Rhodes this time could have prepared for Jason Jordan. He was not on my bingo card for the night, as there's, though, a couple knees to the spine or the sternum of Jason Jordan. Now, we talked about Jason Jordan, a former tag team champion here in WWE, one time with American Alpha. As Cody Rhodes goes for a pin, only gets a 1 count. And then later on, he was, like we said earlier, the tag team partner of Seth Freakin Rollins. They won the Raw Tag Team Championships together. Lost them at the Royal Rumble back in 2018, and that was his last match in WWE. Was sidelined with an unfortunate neck injury, had surgery and all. And is now just kind of taking a role as a producer backstage. Well, he must have seen Seth Rollins answer an open challenge to Cody Rhodes, and, well, he wanted to throw his name in the hat. Now we get to see Jason Jordan live here on Raw. Fortunately not in a good spot as he's laying on the back as Cody Rhodes drops a couple of elbow drops to Jason Jordan. Cody Rhodes is going to go springboard off and looks for a senton of some sort. Unfortunately, he missed. Jason Jordan does roll out the way, but Cody Rhodes is going to meet him with a right as he gets back to his feet. Gets dumped over the top rope. Cody with a right hand. Jason Jordan will hang on. And Cody from behind, just a couple of elbow shots to the spine, working away on that lower back, and then a backstabber as Jason Jordan falls back into the ring. Now Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will compete this Sunday. So this is the final tune-up match of some sorts for Cody as he goes for the pin here on Jordan. Will that be enough to get the win? No, it only gets a 1.5. So Cody Rhodes made his triumphant return at WrestleMania. He was the surprise opponent from Mr. McMahon for Seth Rollins. And now Seth has claimed that he didn't have a chance to prepare for Cody at WrestleMania as Jordan power bombs him to the outside. That is a big-time maneuver from Jason Jordan as Cody Rhodes crashes all the way to the floor. He's all the way out to the outside now, continuing the offense on the American Nightmare. But Cody Rhodes fighting back. Jason Jordan bounced off the announce table. He does it again. As Cody Rhodes now looking to lock in a submission. It looks like a figure 4 on the outside. Fortunately, can't win out there, but it will do some damage to Jason Jordan. But Seth Freakin Rollins said he didn't have a chance to prepare for Cody at WrestleMania. He doesn't think Cody could beat him, not once, but he couldn't even beat him twice. So he's challenged him to a 2 out of 3 falls match for this Sunday. A big-time encounter as Cody Rhodes gets backdropped on the outside by Jason Jordan. So Cody Rhodes gladly accepted the challenge, and that is what has led to our match this Sunday. As you don't want to miss it, Backlash is going to be a big-time card. This is your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, as the ref up to a count of 8. Cody Rhodes making his way around the ring. Both superstars get back in. But it's a stacked card, but this is your main event of the evening. But don't want to miss out. There's Bobby Lashley still to call out Roman Reigns here tonight. That will happen after this match is over. Bobby Lashley wants a piece of the WWE and Universal Champion, and he has called him out. He said he's going to stand in the middle of the ring. He's not going to hide. And he wants Roman Reigns to meet him there. As Cody Rhodes now has Jason Jordan up, looking for a vertebreaker, and he gets it. Vertebreaker on the neck of Jason Jordan. We talked about his neck issues earlier. Now goes in for the cover and gets 2.5. Jason Jordan barely able to kick out. Cody Rhodes has the momentum. Springboards, this time connects with the leg drop on Jason Jordan. As Cody Rhodes poses for his fans. Jason Jordan not in a good spot. Cody going to go to the top turnbuckle. He wants Jason Jordan to his feet. What does Cody Rhodes have in mind? He's going to leap off, and he misses. I think he might have been looking for that disaster kick. Jason Jordan gets out of the way and hits him with a corkscrew leg sweep. Holds on to the leg and works away on a nice move by Jason Jordan to get some offense in. As Jason Jordan looking to get back in this fight. Now it's Jason Jordan who poses in front of the crowd. That could have been costly as Cody Rhodes has him from behind, and it will be costly. Crossroads to Jason Jordan. Cody Rhodes floats into the cover, hooks the leg, gets 2, and that'll be it. Cody Rhodes picks up the win over Jason Jordan. But a hard-fought encounter for Jason Jordan. His first match in over 4 years. Can't tip his hat to it. But Cody Rhodes is your victor. Now Jason Jordan back to his feet. Cody Rhodes offers the hand, and Jason Jordan accepts. Cody Rhodes and Jason Jordan. Hard-fought match, good victory for Cody Rhodes, and great to see Jason Jordan back in the ring. Well, now the almighty Bobby Lashley makes his way to the ring. One of the 3 competitors in the massive triple threat match for this Sunday. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar will challenge Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. 3 of the absolute best in all of WWE going at it for the top prize in the industry. That is going to be a car crash and a half. But tonight, Bobby Lashley making his way to the ring. He wants a piece of Roman Reigns. If you remember back on the Raw after WrestleMania, Bobby Lashley said that Roman Reigns is not better than him. He says Bobby Lashley hasn't got his rematch and he wants it at Sunday, and he thinks he can beat Roman Reigns. So he's laid out the challenge. Bobby Lashley has made his way to the ring as he poses for the WWE Universe, and now we're at the wait and see. Will Roman Reigns answer Bobby Lashley's call here tonight? But first, Bobby Lashley's got something it looks like he wants to say.
Well, Roman Reigns, I'm here, and I'm standing in the middle of the ring, and I don't want to talk. So get on out here. I'm calling you out, and let's fight.
Well, there it is again. Bobby Lashley's laid out the challenge. Will Roman Reigns answer? This is not Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. This is the other man in that match on Sunday. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is here tonight, and he is on his way to the ring. Brock Lesnar wants a fight. Remember, he lost that championship at WrestleMania. Him and Bobby Lashley certainly have some history dating back to the Royal Rumble, and Brock Lesnar hasn't forgot. He attacked Bobby Lashley after WrestleMania on the entrance ramp, delivered an F5 to the former champion, and Brock Lesnar wants a piece of Bobby Lashley here tonight. You know, Brock Lesnar always in a mood to fight. He wants back that WWE Championship, and he wants to be an 11-time World Champion in WWE as Brock Lesnar makes his way around the ring. I don't think this is what Bobby Lashley was expecting, but Bobby Lashley not one to back down as he still stands in the middle of the ring. Brock Lesnar with a huge smile on his face. What is Brock going to do? Well, he's going to make his way into the ring, up on the apron now. These 2 titans about to come face to face in the ring. And they're going to go at it. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley hits a suplex on Brock Lesnar, drops the Beast Incarnate. Brock, though, quickly back to his feet. Going to answer. These 2 titans battling it out. We will see this on Sunday. You just got to throw the WWE Championship in the mix, as well as Roman Reigns, as Brock Lesnar gets the upper hand on Bobby Lashley. Lashley, though, knee to the midsection as he locks up Brock and going to drive him into the corner. Lashley now, elbow strikes, hard elbow strikes into the side of the temple of Brock Lesnar. And here comes Roman Reigns, finally makes his way to the ring. The music is hit. The tribal chief, the head of the table, is here as Roman Reigns stands on your entrance ramp. WWE Universal Champion, the Undisputed World Champion in WWE. And he has dropped the title. He's going to pose, we the ones, as Roman Reigns and the Bloodline like to say. And what is Roman Reigns going to do? He watches on as they fight, and he's actually going to make his way to the locker room. Looks like Roman Reigns not wanting to fight here tonight as he makes his way to the back. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Backlash will be this Sunday. Here is the Raw side of things. Bianca Belair will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Becky Lynch in a WrestleMania rematch. Also, big-time encounter, the 2 out of 3 falls match like we talked about earlier. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. No controversy here. You had time to prepare. Who will be victorious not once, but twice. Also, big 6-pack challenge match for the United States Championship. Theory will put the title on the line against Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Ciampa. Who will get the pin? Only one pin wins. The champion doesn't have to be involved. And whoever gets the pin will be United States Champion. And like we talked about, the big main event, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship. These 3 titans are going to battle it out for the top prize in our sport. But next episode, NXT is a pretty big match, as it is going to be NXT in Your House, the TV special. We will see 3 titles on the line for NXT, as you don't want to miss that one as we all continue to build towards Backlash. That will be this Sunday on the channel. You don't want to miss out. If you're excited for more wrestling content, make sure you drop that like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.